Hey guys, it's Chris here, back from CNH Smallenge again. I got another quick video for you today, guys. Today is Halloween, October 31st, and I got a machine here in front of me here that we're working on over here this past couple days. Customer brought, or actually the customer wanted us to pick it up rather than bring it over to us because they were unable to do it. They were claiming the machine was having issues, quote, with the deck. And he also wanted us to possibly do a tune-up on the machine as well too. The guy who actually owned this machine, he originally has do a tune-up on the machine about 4.5, 5 years ago. He called us up this past week and he was claiming, and this is his actual words, "Oh, you guys were up my place here about a year ago," and I had to tell the guy point blank, "Sir, we haven't been to your place in almost 5 years, sir, because they've been about four years and about 7 months, because he originally had it done, I think, back in early 2014, I think in March, and he hasn't had anything done to the machine since that time. Plus, the other thing was the guy left the machine outside the entire time. All he did was put like a tarp over the machine, and we told him to specifically to put it in his garage or his shed, and he simply did not follow our advice whatsoever out here for that. So I'll give you a rundown of the whole machine here, plus the work that needs to be done. And unfortunately, the customer did not want anything done after we had to give him a price quote for the machine, because the actual price is going to be about 800 some bucks for all the work that needs to be done to the machine. Okay, this is the Yardman by MTD. It has the automatic transmission with, quote, cruise control, which is a total joke in my personal opinion. This has the twin Briggs & Stratton engine on here, guys. Let me flip the hood up here, get my other hand out of the way. Here you go. Got the 21 horsepower overhead valve V-twin. They call it the IC, industrial commercial engine. This machine's engine was produced in the year 2005, as the date code has it on here. Let me try to zoom in here and get you a better shot. There we go, right there. Sorry about that. Model number 403677, type 0343. E1 with a date code of 2005, the manufacturer. So the machine has a good engine on here. We did have to adjust the valves the last time we had it, and that was back in early 2014. The guy never had hardly any maintenance done to this machine whatsoever except from us, and I believe he had another shop service it before, but the thing was they went out of business, and he did not want to disclose their name to us for some weird reason. I really don't know why, but that's his preference. He can do that wherever he wants to. And the other thing is, he had a lot of debris all over the gas tank, as you see right here. My father said it was mold, even though I can't really prove that either way, because I'm partially colorblind, so I can't really differentiate between certain colors. I apologize for that fact. I can't do anything about it. He wanted a tune-up done on here. Plus, we also noticed the machine had issues with the deck, to say the least, underneath here. This deck has 3 cutting blades on here. You have 3 different spindle assemblies on here. You have the big stack spindle assembly, as I call it over here, right underneath this actual cover right here. It has 2 pulleys on it. You have a primary pulley for the actual deck, and you have a secondary pulley because this one has a dual drive belt system on here. Let me drop the deck down here a minute. Here we go. This one has 2 belts for the actual functionality of the deck right here for you specifically. So you have one primary belt right here, guys. This is the primary belt. This belt is extremely loose, and it was also cut up. You can see all the cuts, and then also right here in the actual belt here, so you can see these splits and cracks all along the entire belt. This belt is stretched, and that belt needs to be replaced. Plus, you also have your primary belt on the actual deck itself underneath here. Here it is right here. I'm pulling it. That thing also needs to be replaced. That primary belt is kept in place by your big tensioner spring right here. The problem was with this guy's machine is he needed both belts replaced. He needed the actual pulleys replaced underneath there as well too on the actual deck. Plus the 3 spindle assemblies also need to be replaced as well too. And the actual price for each one of those spindle assemblies is about about $100 a piece. Plus the primary spindle assembly over here that actually takes all the brunt of the we don't call wear off the actual PTO. That thing is about $150 right there for that. And the actual parts, you're looking at over $400 right there for the actual parts, shipping and handling, tax, and stuff like that. And, you know, if you go buy MSRP retail price that are specifically for that, and he wanted the tune-up done on here as well too. Plus, he was also complaining about the actual wheels losing their air pressure over time. And whenever we did originally pick the machine up over here, he kept on claiming the front left tire was losing pressure, and the back left tire was also losing pressure. However, when we picked the machine up at his place, the front right tire had 1 pound of air in it, and the back tire only had about a half a pound. And these things are, you know, technically flat, and we were trying to push it up in the back of our trailer, and it was extremely difficult to do that. And we eventually had to horse it up in the back and get it up in there properly. So that's basically a rundown of everything on this machine right here for that specifically. Overall, these machines are okay for you know, like small to medium-sized yards and stuff like that out there. I don't really recommend them for like heavy-duty commercial applications and stuff like that, but they should be good if you have like a small and medium-sized yard. If you have to, you know, cut your grass, or maybe about an hour's time, an hour and a half out there, it should be okay. Personally, perfectly fine. You do need to keep them in the garage or some kind of storage shed or something out there like that, because as I told the guy before, whenever we were at his place back in 2014, I should say, sorry about that, to put it in his garage or shed or some kind of a enclosed environment, because you need to keep them out of the weather, because from what I gauge, he probably got some water down inside the actual spindle assemblies, and they are probably wearing over time as well too. So you have two contributing factors to why the actual spindle assemblies did go bad on this guy's machine right here, specifically for that. So I'll go ahead and fire this thing up here for you. You can see it running. The spindles sound absolutely crap. I don't like telling you that, but the spindles sound like total junk underneath this machine right here, because whenever you crank the thing up for the deck assembly, they just whine to beat hell out there, and that's how you know the actual spindles are shot. And also your idler pulleys can also be bad under as well too, because he has I believe 2 idler pulleys on the actual deck. Let me see if I can hold that down here again. Okay, deck's all the way down. Okay, let me give you a shot of those ones again. Sorry about not giving you a first shot. You have 2 idler pulleys on the bottom underneath here, guys. Let me see if I can get a better shot here. Let the camera focus. There we go. Okay. You can probably barely see them underneath there. The one's right here, and the secondary one is right over here for the primary drive belt from the engine's PTO. Then you have a secondary pulley right down here as well, this gold one right here. So these 3 also need to be replaced as well too, because anytime they start whining or groaning or just feeling rough out there, you know the bearings are going bad in them out there, and they have to be replaced, guys. So we'll go ahead and fire this thing up here for you. The machine still functions and runs okay. However, the deck, like I said before, the deck spindles are shot. The belts all need to be replaced in this machine. That's a typical thing. Engine sounds great still. We'll go ahead and run it around here for a couple seconds. Put it in drive. Okay, drive. The drive is over here on your left-hand side, so forward is all the way forward, right there. Here we go. And you put the pedal down. And it drives okay. Engine still sounds okay, even though it has a little bit of a rattle from the muffler. I can't really do anything about that, but it's not going to be a safety issue or anything else like that. So we'll gun it up here. That works perfectly fine. You have your choke over here on the left-hand side. You also have your amp gauge right here. The amp gauge does work. I'll show you that right now. Amp gauge works. Now I'll go ahead and fire up the actual deck here for you again. This deck sounds absolutely crap. We'll go ahead and gun the engine up. Here we go. Okay, let's engage the blade. with your bad spindles and your pulleys sound like if they're going bad, guys. Go ahead and draw here again. Shut this thing off, put it in park. You have a park button right down here, you push it in, and it holds park. We'll shut it off. So that's everything about the Yardman MTD machine here for you guys. This is the 46-inch cutting path with a 3 blades on the deck assembly. I'll go ahead and get you a shot of the actual identification tag for the information for that machine right there for that. So here's the identification tag. Let me get this thing all cleaned up. There you go. Let me zoom in on here for you guys. There you go. Nice and close. 13AG61H729 with a serial number starting as 1D, made by MTD, Cleveland, Ohio. Here's your information for that tag. So that's everything I can really tell you about the machine, guys. If anybody has any comments, questions, whatnot about this video here, so go ahead and drop me a message, and I'll try to get back to you probably within about 2 to 3 days after you put some kind of a detailed question about the specific machine. Overall, like I said before, these machines are okay if you have a relatively small yard and it only takes you about an hour and a half to cut the grass. I would not use this for any kind of commercial application. This is simply a lawn garden machine designed specifically for residential use only. So if you want something for commercial duty out there, you need a bigger machine like a Cub Cadet Series 2000 or Series 3000 machine if you want to get a higher end machine for built for commercial applications for that. So I'll see you guys, and have a nice day.